Hi, beautiful people. Welcome to your reading. Before we're heading over to the actual reading for your sign, I just quickly have an announcement for everyone because I felt guided to do a giveaway again. It's been some time since I gave away free readings, so I thought, okay, you know what? Let's do this. It's almost my birthday season as well, so it's my gift to you guys. So if you would like to participate, and want to win this free reading, you can leave a comment underneath, this video. Just integrate word free giveaway of reading or something like that, so I know that you're not just leaving a comment but you also actually want to participate into the reading. You can entrance this giveaway till the 20th of June, and then I'll announce the winner of the reading on June 21st on the community page. Also, of course, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and that you hit the like button, because that's all I'm asking. All right, let's head over to your reading. All right, Capricorn, let's tune in to your June energies. So, I did something I haven't done in a very long time for the collective, and it was specifically towards you. I don't know why. I wasn't really questioning it either, but while I was meditating on your energy, Capricorn, I got this poem, or well, start automatic writing, and it has like this poem energy around it. So I'm gonna read that for you guys, what I wrote down, and I want to like sort of build the reading off that. All right. By the way, hi, how you doing? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm sorry for this weird ass intro, but fuck it. All right, let's go. Capricorn, this is a poem for you, okay, from the universe for you. I'm just a messenger. It says, for a while it felt real, but now the flower has bloomed and the pollen have been taken by the wind. My mind becomes cloudy and my heart silent. All right, that's the poem. I'm gonna read it one more time so I can really let the words soak in. It says, for a while it felt real, but now the flower has bloomed and the pollen have been taken by the wind. My mind becomes cloudy and my heart silent. So I feel, connected to this poem, and to this energy gap. It's like, it's the blessing and the curse of being a cardinal sign, and dealing with cardinal energy, because the beginning, the start, the potential, the idea, it gives such a boost of energy. It gives it feels like that's never ending as well, until we find ourselves into sort of the middle of the project and start to sort of lose our grip a little bit, and then to really take something to the end station, to the destination. It kind of feels like the navigation system stops working, or it starts like glitching, and all of a sudden what felt so certain, what felt so real, what felt so like you were so sure about, all of a sudden it becomes this, there's way too much space for these questions and these uncertainties and these, how do we navigate through that if we feel that that thing that drives us, navigates us, guides us, gives us clarity, gives us the strength and the self-belief to keep on going, to keep it moving forward. All of a sudden you find yourself in these foggy roads with hardly any eyesight and clarity, and the thing and the ingredient that kept you going becomes less accessible. And then while you find yourself in that space, like they said, once the flower has bloomed and the pollen have been taken, every time I have a hard time with that, taken by the wind, meaning it has flourished, it has bloomed, and has taken by the wind meaning that the seeds, the pollen basically have been spread and have been taken by the wind, meaning that they have fulfilled that purpose, right? What is left is this energy of what's next. My mind becomes cloudy and my heart silent. So when you don't really necessarily feel that, you know where things are going, you know the potential and all of that, your heart retreats. So when something feels certain, when you have some clarity, this side of you, your passion comes forward, comes out. With the moment where things start, navigation system starts to glitch, your heart no longer feels safe. And so things become sometimes even like very analytical and very like, you distance yourself from it because it's a form of self-protection. If you want something very like a lot, or you fall for someone really hard, and you go through this phase where it's exciting and you start to get to know somebody and you start to notice their positive things, but then all of a sudden this idea of them as well grows as well, right? Like this is there and this is there and this is there. Oh well, then it probably is a person like this or it's like that, and that feels safe, and let me just engage with it. But then at one point, you hit a roadblock, and there is this navigation system that is there to fall back on, but it's a distant one. It's almost like you move from being able to drive the road, be there, connect to it, be part of the journey. All of a sudden you have this really high upper view, like Google Maps, right? It's like, yeah, you can see it, but you're no longer making a true part of it. And I feel like that's your heart distancing itself. And then you might question yourself, why don't I feel the same anymore? Why do I feel so anxious? Why do I feel like less excited? Why do I feel like I'm lost? Why do I not feel connected? And that's the thing, like I do want to tune in a little bit deeper into that. Of course, I'm creating space for whatever the universe wants me to put on the table for you guys today as well. But that was such a significant energy, and I do have, gladly, I'm very, very grateful that I have many Capricorns around me. Capricorn, Cancers, like we're like that, Sometimes we're the opposite, but that's why it works. Not all days, but most days. And I've been observing it, not necessarily that consciously, but because I have people, Capricorns that come to me when they're off-road. They're like, hey, I'm dirt roading it over here, and how do you say it? Off-grid. And I feel weird, I feel good, and So I've been trying to pin it down a little bit more so I can be helpful, of course, to the collective, but also, as an individual, relationships that I have with people. I always, my first instinct is, if people reach out to me, express themselves to me, I want to be helpful, on whatever level. We can go the philosophical way, we can go the spiritual way, but we can also just go the, hey, I know you way, right? Like based on how well you know somebody, and somebody is way more than just their rising or their sun sign, goes deeper than that. But there's a couple of elements that you see back, and I've been trying to pin it down in order to provide more long-lasting help, or advice. And with that poem that came through, I was like, okay, I'm supposed to, to just, I don't have to necessarily disconnect my personal thing from it that much, because that's exactly the thing that are trying to like unlearn or for you to teach you to how to unlearn that in order to stay connected, even in the fog, even if it's get messy, even if you're not sure, even if the beginning where the newness wears off. And I believe that as a Cancer, like I said, I'm Cancer Sun and Rising, but I am actually a Capricorn signature. I have so much Capricorn in my chart, so and then therefore it can only benefit everybody in the situation, so let's dive in. Let's see what we can get where we can go with this, Capricorn, because we, let's get to the point. Let's talk business. Let's get to the let's talk to the point, okay? Overall, I needed to go deep a little bit because you're dealing with a 12th house full moon. Have to touch into that unknown territory. Now, I'm not trying to, make it seem as I think that the Capricorns don't like taking risks and don't, no, because you guys do. You take risks all the time. And for other people around you, it might seem a lot more of like a, leap of faith than it actually is, because you never have an issue with jumping, because all of that courage and things and all of that to try something out, to try something in the beginning, like all of those ingredients you have to begin, yes, to take the shot, yes. But then when I'm hearing something like, I don't really necessarily agree, but I'm just going to put it down. If it doesn't live up to the expectations you put on it. And I don't think that's not in any way, shape, or form, judgment. It's just realness. Like, let's keep it real. A part of that ingredient, in order to be able to be confident and put the passion behind trying something, is because you have a vision for it. I mean, Capricorn's really big on mood boards, vision boards. You have a vision for it. You have an idea about it. But then if it starts to steer off that pathway, you're like, okay, I can lose a couple of things. I can lose a couple of details of the expectation I have for it. But if it starts to take on completely different forms, I'm out. I just can't, because I need to have it in a certain way in order to keep that beginning sense of energy, that cardinal energy. Okay. I hope it makes sense. I hope you guys were ready for this type of reading. If not, maybe come back to it in a couple weeks. It's okay. Give to the mind and it gives back. Give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood, and cycle. Maybe that's exactly what it is. What if you hold your breath long enough through the uncertainty, the fogginess, the separation, disassociation with that thing? What if it is a cycle? What if you hold it on just long enough? And by doing that is trying to separate yourself from a feeling. See, and we have a lot of distractions going on. Like we have motorcycles coming by and everything. Okay, so, I just had it. I cannot get distracted. Like I said, if you could hold yourself long enough and be okay with the feelings that arise within you in that space, it might actually be a cycle, and it brings you right back into the feelings of the beginning, and it comes back, and it's like a cycle. And whether we continue to restart a new cycle, it's a cycle, meaning that it continues to have similar seasons, just like the seasons. The winters, they can become a little harsher, they can become a little softer for a decade or some, but they never will become summer. It will never be as long. Like the light won't, basically the sun will not go down all of a sudden around 10 o'clock in December if you are, for example, in Europe. Like it just won't happen. So certain things would just continue to be part of the cycle, no matter what type of cycle you're in, no matter what type of country you're in. It might switch around, but therefore it's the same cycle. It's just, it doesn't, the sun will change its setting and its rising time, right? That's a natural flow. It doesn't matter where you go. It will continue to evolve and change and take, time goes up, time goes down. And I feel like this internal cycle, no matter what you apply to, because it can definitely also be dating and relationships, the commitment to it is out of the question. That's what I'm hearing. So meaning that if you are committed, period. You're committed to taking something to the end, to the finish line. Then the commitment to taking it to the finish line automatically means that no matter what type of energy, no matter what days I'm like, want to run away from it, no days, I do want to run towards it again, just continue to learn from that, from those emotions, from those feelings, from this attachment, detachment energy, because it will train a part in you that you can automatically then also apply to other things in your life. If a feeling becomes constant, if you wake up Tuesday, you feel the same, Wednesday, next week, weeks after, like you feel the same way, so it reached a destination, whether it's a destination we want it or not, then you can for sure know that now it's time to let it go and set it free. We don't need to always fix the problem. It's okay to feel off certain days. Doesn't mean it means that we need to fix something, to change something different, we need to change our health routine, we need to start doing this, stop doing that, all of that, like let's just fix it, I don't want to feel this way. You can just allow it to be, because it's a natural side of life. Okay, I feel like I really have to move on, even though I want to stay stuck here. Cardinal energy is real. It's like, oh, please just pick up the cards. Just start shuffling. Okay, let's do that. It became a podcast, The Star, beautiful. Give to the mind and it gives back. Beautiful. You're really, really, really on the right track, Capricorn. Don't question yourself now. Look at that. Beautiful. The Chariot. You are on the right track. Ready to go. The World. Beautiful. The Strength card. Oh, amazing. The Three of Cups together with the Six of Swords. You're overcoming also, I think part of this cycle is about the way you're being perceived by the world. People around you look at you, and especially people closest to you. Because that's the thing. It's like you guys are the 10th sign of the zodiac, meaning that there is, the public image. It may not always be the most, the thing you go off, but it can have great effect on you. And can be part of the motivation in the beginning as well. So what are those elements? Multiple. It's not just one thing. It's not just the money. It's not just what other people think. It's not just about wanting to try something new. It's a little bit of both. And all, basically. So Three of Cups, Six of Swords. You needed to detach yourself from other people being, affecting the cycle and affecting the waters and affecting your journey. You do things in your time, in your divine time. It has nothing to do with anyone else. You can do it you can have a purpose. Like, for example, if you become a dad or a mother, a parent in whatever shape or form, and a baby's coming, there's sort of a time limit to that. But that's you and you once again. It's you wanting to, be ready in order to take on that role, to take on that responsibility. So it's from a place of unconditional love and care and commitment. But we don't need to rush because other people have different ideas and, You're overcoming a part. Six again, 666. You have the new moon in Gemini. So Gemini, in general, Gemini season is connecting to your 6th house. It lights up that energy. It lights up your day-to-day. It lights up your connection with, animals and the people you might live with. It connects to, your daily routines, your health routines, just in general, just checking in if everything is still, benefiting one another, if it's still working, if it's still creating, your full potential. It's just the observing. We don't need to make instant cuts. You can just observe it. So 9 of Swords, 8 of Wands, and the 6 of Cups. There's this underlying rushed energy that brings about these anxiety moments, like moments where your mind is just racing. It shows up sometimes, it shows up in your dreams, it shows up in your sleep. It's the quality of your sleep, it's the quality of being able to really just sit down and have a moment and relax. Does your mind start to think about all the other things you need to do? Keep a notepad around, just write things down, even if it's the simplest thing, like you put wash in the washing machine and it's like, take the wash out. Just write it down. And for example, before you go and do the next task or whatever, just double check your to-do list. Like, if your mind needs that reassurance and that guidance, it's okay. It's a you and you thing. You do what works for you. And for sides, you're doing the parts work, right? It's the mother within you, the inner child within you, the rebellious teenager within you, the early adult within you, the father figure within you. It's like you're working on that, and there's a lot of sides within you that can take care of other sides within you. But we don't do it from a place of judgment and force, because that puts you in an overactive state, and you just throw anything and everything at the world and you see what sticks. This month something will find you. Okay? This month something will find you. So you can send some energy out and an opportunity will find you. I just also feel that there might be a connection there to somebody wanting to return into your life, and I just quickly need to see how you feel about that. 3 of Pentacles, Death card, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, Page of Pentacles. Okay, so what I am sensing with that is, even if how do you put that? I keep hearing a co-partnership, but that doesn't necessarily have to be that, but it's like working together, I think a co-partnership works, whether it's a romantic or friendship or, I think it's business at this point. You decide to stay true to yourself. You're not selling something out. Something is deeper, like it's deeper for you, and you could maybe make quick money, or maybe it's making you good money, but still, I feel with the Death card showing up, and it is an 8th house energy for you just as much this month as well. The 8 is very dominant in your reading, so that's like, death, rebirth, transformation, transitions, going from one state into the other, leaving something behind and opening up to the new. It's closing out cycles, but yet, even if nothing is there yet to take its place, you have a faith and a trust that that's going to come in divine timing. So it's a different way of ending out cycles. I feel it's much more definite. You're really ready to say goodbye to something. And I feel like maybe it's, financially, like it might have been profitable, was a good opportunity, but still I'm seeing you walking away from it. You're like, no, yes, but no, it's not for me. I don't feel that anymore. I don't feel it. And if you're doing those part works, and like I said, and like, what I spoke about in the beginning, that feeling of disassociation and disconnection, your heart like feeling like, oh, no, it's not safe here. If you do the work on that, you get to the core of some of those, behavior patterns within you, and find the balance between your intuition is drawing you out and guiding you away from something, versus your fear of it may not be as I envision it to become, and so am I for continue to invest, or now I no longer feel safe around it, so I'm gonna dissociate emotions and feelings from it, so at least I won't end up hurt. I won't feel anything for a little bit, but at least, it's better than getting my heart broken, or could be multiple things, losing my money, or losing, like that, losing a friendship. So yeah, then if, like I said, if you work on that and you get, balanced in that space, or more aware of what it is that sets it off, you'll be able to really make a very wise decision this month. Because it's not a quick fix. It's not even jumping on. At least then we don't need to worry about this anymore. It's like, now I'd rather worry for just a little longer and work on that and how to feel and work with that worry and neutralize that a little bit more than just creating chaos in my life so I can have one side of my life being at peace. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. It's what I'm here. I'm not doing it. Beautiful. Okay. So, Queen of Cups, beautiful. The Hangman and the King of Wands. Yes, that's a much better energy. It's like you're following your heart, which equal that passion. And if you integrate some of this energy, you will feel like you're hanging upside down, but you gotta trust the journey. You gotta trust the journey. And the King of Wands arises out of it. So this is you at the beginning with the Queen of Cups. I have this idea, I feel inspired, I want to take a risk, I'm excited about what it can become, and then you find yourself in the Hangman. Oh, it's not what I thought it was, but can it be better? Well, first I'm going to disassociate myself from this. But that's the thing. The Hangman isn't going anywhere, but mentally. And so then the King of Wands is sort of the ending of that cycle. That's the one that did it anyways. All odds were against him, but he did it anyways because he had the special ingredients of that motivation and just the power of the belief in the dream, the passion, the creativity, I don't care if they look at me crazy, like I know I'm on the right track, I know I'm doing something, I know I got this. So this might also connect to this part, and if I connect it to this part that we just we're talking about it might seem like a nice option, but I'm not gonna go with it. It's because you feel there's too much pause, there's too much uncertainty around something, and you just don't feel like it's consistent enough. And I feel that if something you can expect from a love relationship, it's a level of consistency, and at least like a level of respect and a level of loyalty and a level of communication. That doesn't mean you're always on the same page, and definitely doesn't mean that every day is a beautiful, brand new, amazing day, and that you have to give some and take some and all of that. But if at the core it needs to be something consistent where we talk from a place of love and respect for one another. If we need some space, that's okay, but we're not going to go below this and that. The Hierophant. Ooh, see? Beautiful. I keep on talking about this commitment. The commitment to that. The Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Get to share your cups with someone real, someone equal. And when you share your cups and you say yes to a commitment, and it doesn't have to be necessarily love, but it can definitely be love if that is, what's playing out for you in the here and now. I feel like your cups grow together. Not only your coins, but your cups. Meaning that you just feel more alive. Food tastes better. Things taste, it's better. When you meet the right person for that moment in time, sometimes the right person for you for 10 years, and then you grow and you evolve, and this might be someone else, or maybe it's you. Date yourself for some time. There's nothing wrong with that. That's all divinely guided. But I'm just saying that when it's the right person and you share, it's so beautiful with the King of Pentacles. You share, and it starts to grow and it starts to flourish. And your soul is ready for that level of commitment, It's not about, only when you have that. That's when your soul is ready to share in that level. And to find somebody to share that equal give and take with. your cups grow, emotional fulfillment grows, and your ability to disassociate emotionally from all the other endeavors in your life is a lot harder because your heart is somewhere else activated. You can't retreat there because it doesn't work that way. When you retreat in one area, in that way, the way the Capricorn can retreat and steer off, well, it gets retreated in all areas. So the other way around is also very much true. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys one more moon card, because like I said, you have the 12th house moon coming up in just 3 days. I don't know when I will be actually, throw this one live, but the energy that's on the table right now connects to that. Okay, so, ooh, Capricorn, I didn't even talk about this. I'm sorry. You have 2 full moons this year, okay? You have your first full moon on the 21st, 22nd of June, and then you have another one in July, and around the same time. I think it's July 21st as well, at the top of my head. So, first degree moon and the last degree moon. And that's some shit. Oh yes, say goodbye. Luck is on your side. Beautiful. New moon in Sagittarius. I mean, we have the opposite of that. We have the new moon in Gemini, because on Gemini season, but we have full moon showing up, and the full moon acts like a new moon for you in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Very, very lucky shot. Love that. Believe that, because it is most definitely all over your reading. I see a lot of, help. It's like, oh, we're dealing with this energy. There's that card. Here you have the Ace of Pentacles. Any level of a little bit more difficult, challenging energy, instantly you have like all these supportive cards that come with that. So eventually clear your mind as best as you can and just roll with this energy of the Star and the Chariot onto bigger and better things. Level up. Leveling up, Capricorn. I love this. All right, this was I gave you a warning sign in the beginning of the reading as a certain type of reading. I already felt it. But nevertheless, I really enjoyed doing this, having this one-on-one with you guys. So don't forget about the giveaway. If you would like to participate, you can leave the comment underneath this video and leave the like and make sure you subscribe. That's it. That's all. I'm going to stop rambling now. I love you so much. I appreciate your presence on this channel and in my life in general a lot. And I'll be back soon.